Julian Assange has arrived home in Australia, finally free after his 14-year legal battle with the US government.
There were emotional scenes as he was greeted by family and supporters at Canberra Airport, but his legal team says the fight to clear his name is not over. Australia correspondent Emma Cropper has the story.
With the world watching, Julian Assange made a defiant homecoming. Waves of gratitude for his supporters.
Well done, son!
An emotional embrace and kiss on the tarmac with his wife.
Julian should never have spent a single day in prison. But today we celebrate because today Julian is free.
Flying into Canberra on the same private jet that Taylor Swift used and welcomed by the same unwavering support that's followed him around the world.
I just think it's a momentous moment to be able to come down and see Julian.
I'm very excited. It's very good he's a free man now.
His freedom a quiet triumph for Australia's Prime Minister.
I'm very pleased that this saga is over.
The first on the phone to Assange as soon as he landed late last night. Albanese has been the driving force behind his release since 2022, when the newly elected Prime Minister first raised the case with US President Joe Biden.
Regardless of what you think of his activities, Mr. Assange's case had dragged on for far too long.
The deal worked on behind the scenes in secret. Assange's team that took on the might of the US justice system included political heavyweights such as former Prime Minister Kevin Rudd, who painted their client as a hero of the truth.
We've just negotiated the return of an Australian citizen from the most powerful country in the world who were prosecuting him for doing journalism.
His guilty plea to one count of espionage has come at a price, though.
This is the criminalisation of journalism. And while the plea deal does not set a judicial precedent, it's not a court decision, the prosecution itself sets a precedent that can be used against the rest of the media.
And so far, the champion of free speech has stayed quiet.
Assange hasn't been seen or heard of since he arrived in Canberra last night, believed to have spent the night in this hotel. His family have asked for privacy so he can adjust to his new life with his two young sons who've only met him during visits while he's been in solitary confinement.
You have to understand what he's been through. He needs time. He needs to recuperate.
His wife adding, freedom comes slowly, and Julian Assange's fight to clear his name isn't yet over.
Well, kia ora, Emma. So what is the next step in that fight?
Well, Michael, his wife Stella said today that they wouldn't relax until Julian had arrived here in Australia. It seems he is doing just that. He has effectively been in hiding since he landed last night, understood to be at a secret location on a farm just a few hours out of here in Canberra. It was thought he may meet face-to-face with Anthony Albanese here today. If that has taken place, that has happened behind closed doors. But his team, they will still be working away. His wife has said they will be seeking a presidential pardon from US President Joe Biden, a very long and complex legal journey ahead of them still. This will not be the last we've heard of the Assanges.
Absolutely. That's our Australia correspondent Emma Cropper live for us in Canberra. Thank you, Emma.